And welcome to Travel Michigan. I'm George Zimmerman, along with Michelle Bonache today, and we've got our first stop over in the Wixom area. And tell us about that, Michelle.
We are talking with Dennis Anderson, National Marketing Manager for General RV, like you said, over in Wixom. And Dennis, talk a little bit about why Michigan is such a great place for RVing.
Well, Michigan itself, and thank you guys for having me on today.
Sure.
Has 10,000 campsites throughout Michigan.
Wow.
It really is a beautiful state with all the water and all the scenery that we have. It's very easy and accessible for people to travel and to camp in Michigan, frankly.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that the state park system, last year was awarded the best state park system in America. And, of course, there's all the private campgrounds, as you know, as well. I mean, we've just got so many great places to RV and camp.
Yeah, and with the new funding program that the DNR has with the passport program that they have, it's really helped them a lot, and it's a big influx of dollars to support our parks and to make them a lot nicer place to stay. I mean, frankly, there really isn't a nicer place to camp than in one of the state parks.
Yep. And, one of the things that we say a lot at Travel Michigan is that we really believe Michigan is the home of the perfect American summer. And so this summer's off to a great start, and we hope a lot of people will be out on the road camping and RVing and all of that. So General RV, tell us a little bit about, what you do there. Obviously, you sell RVs. Do you also rent RVs? Tell us the services you offer.
Well, General RV is really a Detroit success story, frankly. We've been here for over 50 years now. Started in a little location on 8 Mile Road in Detroit, and has grown to be the nation's largest recreational vehicle dealer, privately owned recreational vehicle dealer, right here in Detroit.
Yeah, that's great.
With its home location in Wixom, and there's also locations in White Lake on M59, in Mount Clemens, right on 94 and North River Road, and in Brownstown, right off of 75, south of Detroit. Really, we do rent. We offer everything there is to offer in the way of a recreational vehicle in today's market.
That's great. And with the thing that you're working with us on a couple of projects in the DNR, and let's just talk about that for a second. We've got the RV that you've provided for the Hudsonville Ice Cream tour. So tell us about that.
Well, it's not the Hudsonville Ice Cream tour, but they've done a pretty darn good job with it.
I guess
it's really the passport, Michigan Passport Tour, supporting the DNR's new funding method with the Passport to Michigan.
Yep.
Your entrance into the state parks, rather than buying a sticker every time you go into a state park, when you register your plates, there's a small fee that you can add to it. And they add that little P to your license plate tag, and you're supporting the state parks, but then you also have access to all the boat ramps, all the camping, all the trails, and all the different state parks throughout our great state, the north and the northern peninsula and the southern peninsula as well.
Yeah, absolutely right. And we've talked up the Passport a lot on this program since it was launched, and it is such a deal. And, I just think about with that program now, so many people, I know this is true for myself, and we travel around the state given what we do, and the ability to stop by a state park, even for lunch, if you're happening to be in the area, whereas in the past you would have gone, I have to pay an admission fee, and I'm not sure I'm going to do that, I'm not going to be here very long. It seems to me that people are going to use the state parks much more because of this program, and it sounds like from what DNR has told us that the adoption rate, the percentage of people paying for the park pass when they renew their plates is going pretty well.
I believe it is, and there is a lot more people. There are a lot more people using the state parks. There's more people camping.
Right.
And one of the really unique things that I think we're seeing is with our customers, and I think the parks are seeing with theirs, is that people are not traveling 300 and 400 miles to take vacations or to use the state parks. They're using the ones that are close to home. Pontiac Lake State Park, Proud Lake, all of them in the Detroit metro area are getting a lot more use, and people rediscovering these really treasures that we have that are close by.
Yep.
You don't have to travel 200-300 miles to vacation or camp.
Well, and I will say, just personally, we actually did a little RVing last summer and went to Hartwick Pines, and we went to Interlochen State Park, and they were both great, also great stops. And there, like you said, there's so many great places around the state. And you did correct me. It really is the Passport Tour, but there is the ice cream component. I just thought we should mention that as well. There is, because that's a pure Michigan State Park flavor we have this year, and so that you're helping out with that, and we appreciate it. And you're also helping us out with a promotion we're doing with Coca-Cola, which is also a good thing. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah, we're grateful for those efforts. So as far as trends in the business, what's going on in the last minute or so we have left? It seems like lighter RVs and trailers is where things are heading, but maybe not.
Well, that's perception, but frankly, what we're really seeing is a trend is that younger families, middle-aged families, are looking to RVing as being an affordable way for them to vacation with their kids.
Okay.
And as I stated just a minute ago, traveling close to home. Instead of taking the 5-6 hour car ride to northern Michigan, they're taking a 2-hour car ride to mid-Michigan or West Michigan and camping in those locations and discovering that there really are some great places to vacation, camp, and go to the beach that aren't, a day and a half's drive away.
All right, that's
That's really the big trend.
That's the big trend, is staying closer and enjoying what's closer by. And obviously in Michigan, we have so many great opportunities all over the state, and there are many close by to wherever you are. I want to thank you, Dennis Anderson, for joining us. He's the National Marketing Manager for General RV, and their website is generalrv.com, so check that out. And you also have a link at michigan.org for General RV. Coming up next, we're heading over to St. Ignace to talk about a big car event that's happening there. That's coming up next on Travel Michigan, where your trip does begin, as always, at michigan.org.